like notice that every one of my videos has some weird motion with my hands. I keep doing something. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. My name is Andy Valentine, and today I want to talk about a very special topic, at least very special for me. This is pretty close to my heart because that's how I got into photography. You gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the effort, and also there's gonna be a little bit of money involved in this because nothing is free basically, but this is really fun and this is a really good way of learning photography. Pretty much a year ago, I have met with my friend. We called each other, hey, let's drink a coffee, how about that, sort of things, and we met up and we drank a coffee. And then he said, all right, I'm gonna go now because I have stuff to do. And I said, we've been just here for 10 minutes. Where are you going? And he said, the shop's closing and I want to buy a film camera. He was an established photographer by the time of that, so had all his digital gear. And he asked me, do you want to come with me and see the shop? I said, hell yeah, let's go. Ouch. So I said, yeah, let's go, let's see that shop. I want to see it because I basically like everything that's old, so I thought, why not? Boy, did I know I'm walking into a trap. It was a trap because I walked in, I saw all the cool stuff around, I looked at the shelf in front of me and I saw, what was it, a Konica it was a Konica Autoreflex T3, an old 35mm film camera. It was all silver and had a 52mm 1.8 lens. So if you're not familiar, these were the kit lenses back then. So yeah, take that, every manufacturer nowadays. Basically, I saw that camera and I thought to myself, all right, I need that in my life. And yeah, I bought it. The rest is pretty much history. Now, what I have here is not quite that. Unfortunately, I sold that camera. I regret it very much. If you guy who bought that camera, you watched this video, hit me up in the messages. I want to buy it back. But I have a Zenith here. Actually, let's not start with this one. Let's start with this one because this was my second film camera I've ever owned. This is a Zenith E with a surprisingly working light meter, so that's plus. On these things the light meter is usually gone by now, and there's a 50mm lens on it. It looks tiny. We're gonna touch on that topic too. And yeah, so that came, and I just recently purchased this one. This is a 12XP. I'm just covering the I don't know what. Yeah, so this is a Zenith also. I'm not sponsored, by the way. How could I be? But I just love how Zeniths work. They're decent, I would say. They get the job done, and if they break or anything like that, you can use it as a hammer, because you see this down here? So this is a Soviet company, and all of their cameras are basically built like tanks, so you can use it as a hammer to put in nails to the wall or something if you don't want to use it anymore. Multifunctional. Also, I think if you remove 3 screws and put them back into different locations, this can also become a gun, because yeah, it's Soviet and all that. What I wanted to talk about here is how film photography can actually improve your digital photography. And I have not seen this topic covered by too many people, so I guess this is something of a gray area. Let's talk about this a bit. Why is it good? Why would this improve anyone? Because you have these things. Let me quickly show you what this is. I need the packaging. This is a 35mm roll of film. See this 36 marking up here? It means you have 36 frames on one roll of film. 36 shots. The spray and pray is pretty much off the table right now, because this might seem like a cheap option. Like the Fuji C200 I'm using most of the time is cheap. It's like $3 or $4 depending on where you get it or where you live, but if you start taking multiple shots of the same subject, same place, not paying attention to anything, just clicking through, this can cost a lot of money. Because the film costs money, of course, and then the development costs money too, and then scanning and sending you the files in a digital format, that costs money too. Also, you can put your film photos on Instagram and be all fancy about it, that costs money too. So if you just start and spray and pray, you are going to lose a lot of money. You need to slow down. Anytime I go with this thing out on the streets, photography sort of becomes another thing. Like, I take a shot, I don't chimp on the back monitor because there's no back monitor. I just, you know, have fun. I see something interesting, I look at it in the viewfinder. Alright, that's good. I don't want that light pole over there. I turn to this way a bit. Or maybe get down. And this is pretty much the whole process of you getting one single photograph with a film camera, because you have 35 frames, or 36, sorry, I messed that up. But you have 36 frames on this. So you really want to consider what you include in your frame. You want to spend your time composing that shot, 5-10 minutes even. I spend half an hour in one single location composing one single shot. But that shot is great. So yeah, you just really need to think about that. You really need to slow down. This whole process just slows you down. And when you're done with your 36 frames, you need to send the film, the roll of film, into the lab, and they say, all right, like 3-5 days and we'll get this done and send this to you and all that. And the excitement you get, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, the minute they tell you that, all right, it's gonna be 3-5 days, you just sit down in your room and wait for 5 freaking days, because like there's nothing more important in your life by that time. So yeah, it's all in all, it's a really cool experience, and by slowing down and actually thinking about your shots before you take them, you'll basically end up with better shots. Less, but better. It's, how do you say it? Quality over quantity. Yeah, that's exactly what film photography teaches you. I think that is the end of this video. We've touched on everything I wanted to say right now. And just one cool thing. Come on. I am sure you are not going to see too much, but this is how the film actually looks when it's developed and all that. So yeah, just a fun thing I wanted to show you. So yes, that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. I hope you are all safe, I hope you're healthy, smile more, photograph more. If you have a bad day, this is my best tip ever, I guess. If you have a bad day, just smile and take photos. That cheers you up. I mean, that cheers me up all the time, so I guess it could be working for you. Yeah, and stay safe, and